Okay, so coming off my last video, we need to explore in the story formula what our characters and plot needs to be. And those are two of the same. Character is plot and plot is character. You can't have one without the other. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, what is a story? Like, what are the fundamentals that make up a story? What is the minimum that is needed for something to be considered a story and not maybe just like an event? So what is a story? A story is about a character who wants something, but there's resistance until they change. Alright, we know this story. We know a character needs something, we know there needs to be obstacles, there needs to be something in their way, and that a character needs to learn some lesson to overcome it. Or else, what's the point, right? There needs to be some kind of change about the character's initial beliefs in the story. They need to learn what's right. And we can split what a story is into 4 elements. The main character, or the hero, what it is they want, the resistance that's holding them back, and what it is they need to change into. And we can personify each of these elements into a character for our story. Okay, so we have the main character, the hero, what is they want, can be personified into a character maybe known as the guardian, or the herald, or the mentor, right? What it is the character ultimately needs to accomplish, that can be personified as that character. Their resistance or their obstacles can be personified into the villain or the antagonist. What it is the character needs to change into can be personified into something like a partner, a character of the new belief, just some kind of love interest maybe, right? And we know this story. In Star Wars, the hero is Luke Skywalker, the guardian or the mentor can be Obi-Wan Kenobi, the villain Darth Vader, partner maybe Han Solo. In Harry Potter, hero is, the guardian is someone like Dumbledore, villain is Voldemort, and the partner is Ron Weasley, Hermione. And in The Matrix, hero is Neo, guardian is Morpheus, the villain is the agent, the partner is Trinity. Okay, so ultimately those stories are defined by those characters. According to this formula, that's all a story really needs. Everyone else is an extra. So there's a hero who's introduced to a guardian or a mentor who establishes the story goal. There's resistance established by the villain, and who the character needs to change into is established by the partner. Okay, so think of like a detective story. The hero is the main detective, the partner is who they're paired up with, forced by the guardian for them to work together even though maybe they're opposing opposites. And then the villain is who they're looking for, the murderer or someone. So we know this story. And already we have some characters and a plot. And this can be further demonstrated with the diagram by Dan Harmon. Right, so starting from the same place and working around, a character wants something, they search for it, they find and pay the cost, returning home having changed. And if you match up what I've created with what Dan Harmon has created, you see that a hero wants something established by the guardian, pays the cost from what the villain attacks the hero with until the hero changes to what the partner believes. Okay, so in the next video we'll look into how these characters are established in the first act. You want to establish them early. And so yeah, that's characters and plot. They work together and it should be validated by what you already know about story with the story circle. And you should know that a story is basically just a hero wanting something, but there's resistance until they change. That those can be personified into 4 characters that every story should need to feel complete.